more about me, like getting the confidence to go more forward.
Yep.
We haven't really worked on chest stuff, like here and there.
Okay.
So I haven't worked on like shoulder in or punches in.
Yep.
And like seriously worked on it.
Yep.
And I feel like with you, I really work on it. And with Olivia, it's just like you just kind of throw it in here and there. So I need to work on more of both of those. Did you go to sleep, honey?
So really make a point of getting him off your left leg, because he's kind of going forward. Yeah, there you go. And then take your leg off. Good. And then if you need more leg, then you put it back on. But make it a point that if you say, so it's good that he went forward, right? But he went forward and then through your left side. So even though you were kicking with your left leg, he wasn't really respecting the fact that he needed to get off of the left leg. Right? So I would kind of really make it a point. Hey, I said get off of this leg, and then I would, take my leg off and say, okay, yes, that was the correct response. Even if you haven't gotten the full effect you wanted, then you can always come back in with your leg. But it's important to make sure he knows that was the correct response. One second. Good. Alright, if you walk a little bit, yeah, you go ahead up this side. Yes. So think about right away keeping this neck in alignment. Keep a little overflex to the left. Keep a little straighter in that left side so that you can push the left shoulder out. This becomes important in your shoulder. So make sure that when you warm it up, it's not that you're just kind of letting him warm his muscles up and go around the ring. It's that you're testing some of these questions that you're going to use later on in the run. So getting it aligned into the outside shoulder. Making sure you can move different parts of his body where you want him to. Yes, test the outside flexion a little bit. Test if you take the outside shoulder just slightly away from the wall. Can you push the inside hind leg where you want it to go? All these little questions. Good, and then straight. Yeah, all these little questions that are going to come back later on in your ride. Good. Yeah, he certainly seems more forward. Good. So here, he's not quite flexing enough to the left. He's not bending to the left side of his body enough. He's not reaching to that right range. So keep your right elbow a little closer to your body so we have somewhere to push to. And then you want to push him off of this left leg without over-flexing his neck too much. What I want him to do is step a little bit more securely into your outside rein. Right? So take your right rein, have a little feel of your right rein. Good. Good. So work them a little off the left rein to the right rein. And then when you feel them in your right rein, give that left rein a little bit. That's it. Yeah. Just a little bit. Don't give them away too much. I don't want him falling down at the neck. I just want him softening within the contact. That's it. Good. Yep, that's plenty of stretch. He doesn't need to stretch anymore for me. Working that left side towards your right rein, even as you track to the left. Because he's stiff left, hollow right. So he kind of disappears out of your right side and pushes through the left side. So as you go, kind of feel like you can push him off of that left side towards your right side. Good. Change direction again. And I think start giving him a little bit clearer of a front boundary. He's talking you into taking his neck a little too long, a little too low. And I have no problem if he stretches down, but he's not really stretching down. What he's doing is just kind of falling on the forehead. Good. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So that he has to first pick his withers up, and then you can stretch him down and come. Good. Yep, give him that front boundary again. Yeah, and then when you feel it there, you can kind of let the neck be soft for a few steps until you feel him start to fall onto the forehand, and then you give him that front boundary again. Good. Push him off with this inside leg. Bending through his body, left leg a little more forward, right at the girth. Good. Good. There you go. There you go. And then go straight ahead and come down your quarter line and leg. And that left leg forward at the girth. Riding it up to your left rein. Into the right rib cage so that he can lift up your right seat bone with his back. Good. Left leg stays forward. Good. 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 Yep. Yep. And again, so this is another important exercise before you go to shoulder in. Shoulder line, keeping that left leg right there. And leg in. Yep. Left leg forward. Good. Good. Yep. Yep. Feeling it to get to your right rein. Good, Chris. Do you want to canter him and give him a short walk break? Canter, good. Okay. Yep, stay back with your body. Carry your left hand. Bend your left elbow. Keep your right hand down a little bit. Good. Right hand down. Left hand carry. Yep. Carry your left hand. Make sure your left elbow can be supple. Your left hand is a little too low, a little too braced down. There you go. Left hand. Good. Yep. Supple his jaw just through your fingers a little bit. Lower his back, his neck's too braced. If you can supple that jaw, that's okay. And then up to canter again. Short your rein. So there the boundaries got two blurs for us. Okay. Carry your hands, thumb up on the left. Thumb up, let your elbow, let your wrist be a little bit softer. Follow with them, bend your elbow. There, bend your elbow. Yep, there you go, leg. Yep, there you go. That's it. We'll tap with the whip here. Okay. So when did you ask for the transition? Or did you break?
I think it was a little of both of them.
Okay. So even if you ask for that side, but don't, you kind of still have a little bit of that habit of just kind of dropping them into the transition, right? Like you want to give him that clear front and push him up into it so that he can ride those transitions a little bit more from the hind end and feel confident holding himself up front. That he doesn't have to kind of, drop into the transition. So I think sometimes you do it because you don't want to pull backwards into the transition, which I really appreciate. But make sure you're not going to the point that you're actually dropping him, and not giving him any help in the transition. So up to trot. Oh, or canter, perfect. Straight in on the left rein a bit. This direction, sit up really tall. Good. Definitely much more confident in your position, Chris. Good job. Outside rein. Yeah, so this direction you're always kind of thinking about working him off of your outside aims and making him stand up taller on the inside. Good. Good. Outside, make him a little rounder through the left rein. Left to second. Left to left. The other left. Outside. Good. Good. There you go. And straighten. And then flex and left again. Good. And straighten. Yeah, there you go. Now plan your transition to trot, but don't drop it. Help him a little bit. Yeah, keep your hand a little bit more. Yeah, keep your hand a little bit more. Yep, don't throw it, don't throw it. Keep your hand. Yeah. impulsion is you have to have that contact, those boundaries a little bit clearer, a little more set for him. They're sometimes too wishy-washy. And then so you're losing your energy, you're losing your impulsion, which is then you're losing any engagement that can come from that, right? Yeah. So you need that impulsion to create engagement. But impulsion only works if there's a distinct place to collect it, right? But if you're letting your engagement out, you're letting your impulsion out left and right through little cracks in your foundation, then you can't kind of use that for your engagement. Did I ever tell you my analogy with that with the house, like heating or cooling your house? You have to think about your age, your ring, your leg, your feet, everything are going to be like all the doors and windows in your house, right? And then your impulsion is going to be your feet or your air conditioning, whatever kind of you want to think of. And if your doors and windows are open, right? If they're open or there's big cracks in them, then you're going to be that heating or cooling unit's going to be working really hard to keep up, to heat and cool the house, to keep it at the same temperature. Right. So you have to think about your impulsion is that air conditioning unit, and you want to make it as efficient as possible by closing up all those places that the air conditioner can sneak out, right? And then once you do that, then it's so much more efficient to keep that house cool, which is your engagement, which is your impulsion. It's so much easier for them to collect because they've built up all this energy and it just gets recycled around, rather than constantly trying to build it back up. That's a really good impulse. Guys, put on a lot of muscle. That's good. Alright, so here where is he running out? Left. Yep, so close up that left aid. I kind of feel like I make a wall a little bit with my left brain, left leg. That's it. You sit up tall. You just let your energy kind of keep them from going out there. That's right. Alright. So, let's go. Let's just do next wrong side in the walk, shoulder in. Okay. Let's just see it in the walk first. Okay. Now we know this direction. He's probably going to want to talk you into pulling that right ring, right? So you're going to keep that left elbow almost in the whole way down the long side. You're going to keep the top like that now. You're going to think about this left side of your body. You want a 30-degree angle in the shoulder in. So you want to think about if I do an angle from the wall and my arm here, right? My elbow is going to make the corner of that angle, right? So it's going to be 30 degrees from the wall to my arm with my elbow in the corner. So at any point in my shoulder ends, I want to visualize like there's a pin coming down straight through my elbow, straight into the track. And it's just drawing the line straight down this track. Does that make sense? So at any point, like if he talks you into pulling his neck, and you feel like that this angle now is too wide, right, because he's pulled the neck, or it's too shallow because he's running you into the wall. You've got to think about making that angle with the wall from your arm. Okay. From your elbow coming straight from your elbow to your wrist to the bed. Not making a diagonal line like this. Okay? So try to kind of visualize that in the wall. Or if he wants to try to fall in from the track, you just take his elbow and say, nope, boy. Good job, Chris. All right, change direction. That was much better. Okay. I can't remember if that's a good side or bad side of your shoulder in them. We'll find out in a second. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing. Your outside elbow staying straight. Elbow. Forearm. Wrist. This. Everything's going to make an angle against the wall. Good. Good. Yeah. 20. 20. Right here down. Yeah. Right here down. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So what happened towards the end there? He got too much bend through his neck and not enough outside ring. So don't pull backwards on that outside ring. Keep thinking forward. Forward with your left hand. Yeah, forward with your left hand. Give your left hand. Yeah, give your left hand. Trust him. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing went wrong, huh? So when you have to use your inside ring in the shoulder, and there will be times you have to use your inside ring, for sure. Try not to bring it backwards. Try to think about making your elbow stay at your hip and open your hand towards me. Good. Good. Super. Good. Super. Gonna walk right. Alright, so when here, just look at me for a second. So when you need your inside rein in the shoulder end, and there's going to be times you're going to need your inside rein. So your outside elbow, right, you're making your angle. And sometimes you're just going to need a little more inside rein. You're not going to pull backwards, because that's just going to pull his neck, right? You're going to think about keeping your elbow stuck to your body and opening this arm like it's a hinge on a door. Okay? So your body is going to prevent your hand from coming backwards, right? Because if it's connected here, it can't move backwards. Right? So you're going to keep this connected and open it like a hinge on a door so that you're going to feel it kind of work against this outside ring. And it's okay to feel a little pressure pull against your outside ring when you're using that. That's what's going to tell them, hey, turn your shoulders, right? So don't use this ring and go, oh gosh, I feel a lot of pressure against this outside ring, and give your outside ring for it. Keep that and let him figure out, oh, I've got to lower this inside hip and turn my shoulders to get that pressure to go away. You want to start to ask him questions where he gives us the answer by figuring out how to make the pressure go away, rather than us always solving the answer for him. Okay. Yeah. Right? I think sometimes you're a little too nice to him. Yeah. You know? And you kind of help him too much. You give him the answer a little too often instead of letting him solve the problem. Okay. Even if he gives you a few wrong answers, that's okay. Right. All right, so pick him up in the walk, and let's take a look at your haunches then. So I really like the shoulder. That's much improved. We'll go back to it later in the ride, too. So pause to this. You're going to get shoulders straight on the wall. Straight on the track. Good. Straight on the track. So you're all good. try it in the trot?
Yeah.
I don't care right now if the trot gets a little slow, Chris. Later, I will care. Right now, I don't care. Let him work out the steps. Let him work out his legs a little bit. Good. Down on that right leg. Yep, down on that right leg. Left leg. Good. Just down to the right. Just play with it. Play with him a little left brain, a little right brain. Good. Play his nose a little bit more to the right. Good. Right leg on. Good. Good. Yeah, so you're getting some angle, you're getting some flexion. Not enough yet, but what you have is very correct. Okay? So don't reinvent the wheel here, trying to get more. Just keep playing with it. Right leg. Yep, and this right leg on. Look up. Outside leg, good. Right leg. Yep. Left leg back. Play with the pulse. Good. And shorten your range quite a bit. Hands in front there. You're not going to get any more flexion by pulling backwards. You've got to kind of meet him out there. Yep. Good. Outside hip, outside elbow. Good. Flexion right. Yep. Flexion right. Turn his nose right. Yep. Left leg there. You're in business. That's better. Right flexion. Right flexion. Right flexion. Good. Good. Again. Yeah, so he kind of like gets it this lesson and talks you out of it. Oh, that's okay. Keep that right flexion just like this. Play through your right fingers. Left leg, right fingers. Yes. Left leg, right leg on, right fingers. All at the same time. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. One more time. So it's a lot of aids at the same time, Chris, all kind of doing different things. Okay. Yeah, good. Right feet on, drive it down into the saddle. Good, drive it down, flexion right. Yes, drive that feet bone down into the saddle. Good, good, good. Yeah, good. All right, change direction. First, you're going to do it in the walk to the left, and then we'll go to the trot. Okay. But that was better, yeah. So it's kind of, when you do it, your outside rein is pulling to the outside hind leg. Your inside rein is shuffling the jaw. Your inside leg is creating the bend, and your outside leg is also pushing the outside hind. But all of those things kind of happen at the same time due to the timing of the trot. Close to your body. Good. Left leg on. Drive that left foot down. Yep. Left leg on. Good. Left leg on. Don't let him go fast through your left rein. Your inside rein in the haunches and acts a little bit as a half halting aid. It also says, hey, you can't go too fast. Right? So it takes on some outside rein properties. Yeah, a little more flexion left. Yeah, turn his nose. Good. Yeah, supplement. Left leg on when you supplement. Good. There you go. So this side you just stick through his jaw and his pulse, and you really have to work that flexion. To the point where you almost are going to feel like, oh my, that's a lot. But you need to kind of almost fall to that left brain, and then figure out that it's not going anywhere, taking it down, because it's taking yourself off and soften his jaw. side short. Flex them up. Yep. 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 Good. And then rising chop. Good. Now let him stretch down a little bit. Stop grabbing your toes. Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't need to stretch more than that. So even if it's stretching, they have to lift their back up, or lift their body. They have to maintain that posture. Good. Good. Sorry, I'm giving a walk there. So a lot of times when you're stretching, yeah, you know, and you just yank his neck back, and then wrap his shoulder out his sling, right? Right in there. So as he stretches, you gotta think about him keeping his chest up, keeping his withers up, and stretching his neck and back, not just dropping his neck, his back, and his chest, and lifting his neck to the ground. Yeah, so I let it to the ankle, and then shoulder in, and then on to this. Could you use more? Yeah, I could use more money, I could use more time. You can always use more, right? Yeah. But it's really on the right track. It's much more correct. Okay. And sure, is he getting a little slow enough? Yeah. But I think right now, until you feel a little more confident that you can get that angle every single time, right? You let it be a little slow. Okay. Let both of you feel that, and then you try to keep it forward.
Yeah, I would never think about my outside range in autism. Yeah. And like it didn't commute that because my outside range.
Yeah. 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 So it's like you have to think about there's so much going on in the autism. Yeah. And you can only guide that outside leg anyway when it's off of the ground, right? So as that outside kind is off of the ground, that inside front's also off of the ground. So you also then need to guide that inside front. So those two things are working together. Then obviously you need your outside leg guiding that outside leg. So that's working all that outside kind of there. And then you need your inside right stuff from the jump. So it's all kind of happening at the same time. So it's like taking the whole, rub your belly, pat your head thing to like another level. Like rub your belly, pat your head, do a little shake with your feet all at the same time. Right. It's a lot. That's why it's a really difficult movement for people. Yeah. It's not that it's necessarily that difficult. Like at this point, you've done all the groundwork that you can do it. It's the timing of the things and really feeling what every part of your body has to be every different posture in your body. Yeah. At the same time.
Yeah. And I think I can much better than before. I can feel the movement stretch.
Yes.
And it was just like here and there and here and there.
And your shoulders are way better.
Okay.
Yeah, way better.
Right.
Both are.
A little bit, yeah.
So before we go to counter canter, we're going to first get a good canter, which has to come from getting enough impulsion, right, and building or making our cooling system as efficient as possible by closing up all the cracks, and then really taking that efficient system and just taking it wherever you want, whether it's true canter, or counter canter. Yeah. That's it. So don't let him pull your hands any more forward than that. Yep. So right there, your hands are neutral, which means he can't pull them forward. Yeah, good. March him up there. A little more activity. Good. Yeah. Good. Good. And now canter, or do a 10-meter circle right there in the wall. And then as you get to the wall, like let the wall help you canter. So the last step of your circle, before you turn onto the wall, you're going to canter. Active here. March him up there. Yep. Active. Active. Yeah. Look up. Outside. Good. So I would have let my wall help me even more. I would have got a little closer to the wall. Yeah. Ready to go a little further? Good. Carry your hand in front. Carry. Good. Create some space for his withers to come up. If your hands are too backward, boards and holding, his withers can't come up. Yeah, I like this contact much better. Good. And then 10-meter circle, and right before you get to the wall, like the last step on your circle, walk. Let the wall help you. Yeah, let the wall help you. Let the wall help you. Sit up tall, outside rein, walk. Yep, don't drop them. March them up there, 10-meter circle on the wall. Last step before the wall, up the cannon. Really drive them, like you're going to really drive and active into that wall. Yep, active. Active, good. Active, wait, now canter. Good, good. Active, sit up tall, good. Now, starting at C, or go straight ahead, and then starting at A, serpentine of 3 loops and counter kick. Keep this right leg down and forward. Forward, right at his curve. Yep, right at his curve. That's it. You want to give him that help by having your inside leg where it belongs. Inside leg is what's going to turn his shoulders. Good, Chris. No less round than this. Keep him a little more active. Flexion right, flexion right. Keep that flexion right. Good. Keep that flexion right. Sit back. Sit back. Good. Good. Not bad. Straight ahead. Do it again. So in this middle loop, I want you a little more back on your feet. No problem. Walk and fix it. Flexion right. Short range. Flexion right. Yep. Flexor. And canter. Yes. Good. Good. Good transition. Keep a little flex right. So in this middle loop, really keep your right shoulder back. Keep that flexion right. Right leg on. And sit back on your seat. Don't come forward. Tap with the whip here. Yeah, tap with the whip here. Good. Flexion right. Flexion right. Flexion right. Good. Stay back. Stay back. Flexion right. Flexion right. Good. Good. And then 10-meter circle. And right before your wall, walk. Yep, tap with the whip. Yep, 10-meter circle. Good, 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 good. Yep, canter. 10-meter circle again. Sit back. Yep, driving from the hind leg, from the hind leg, from the hind leg. Good job, Chris. From the hind leg. And chest up and walk. Keep your outside ring. Good. Super. Give him a short little walk away. Very good. Yeah. That was good. Yeah, so he's definitely round. There's definitely more from behind. When in doubt, keep your rein where it is and come a little more from behind.
Okay.
So typically he gets just a little bit where he talks you into kind of helping him and moving the front end, just kind of keeping it and really come from behind.
Okay.
And that's a hard thing to lock your brain into, you know, is to when in doubt kind of sit back and kick. Change direction. And then we'll pick him up to the left and do the same thing, a 10-meter circle, really kind of marching him up there, and then right before the boards, up to canter.
Okay.
Yep. 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 Good. Pick up. Good. Outside range, turn that outside shoulder, turn that outside hip. There you go. Yep. So put your whip in your left hand. Sit on the left seat bone, but sit up tall. Don't throw yourself to the left. Active, active. Keep them out up with your right rein. Good. So keep them out there with your right rein a little bit. Yeah. Good. So just like with the shoulder, and your outside rein is going to tell him what line you want. Yeah, keep your right hand right. No matter what he does. Yeah, no matter what he does. Good. Very good. Keep your right hand right, Chris. Yeah, straight ahead. Right hand right. Make him a little rounder through the right side of his neck. Good. Super. Right side, right hand right. Good. Okay. Walk. 10-meter circle. Do it again. So your outside rein is going to tell him what line you want him to be on. Okay. So when he starts to fall in here, you can be like, hello, we're supposed to be up here, right? Not following him and then trying to shove him over. Keep your outside hand to the outside. Good. Yeah, good. Keep your outside hand to the outside. So in your serpentine, your outside rein really, this direction has to tell him the line you're on. So serpentine, I like this canter better. Good. Right rein. Right rein. Right hand right. Good. Right hand right. Good. Yeah. Right hand right. Tell him what your line is on. Good job. Super. Very good. And then 10-meter circle right there, and right before the boards walk. Yep, right hand. Where's it going? Good. That's okay. Right hand, right hand, right hand, and canter. Good job. Right hand, look up tall. Right hand a little back. Good. At S, 10-meter circle.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was looking for the letter.
So at V, next letter, 10-meter circle. Outside hand. Outside hand. Turn, push your outside leg on it. Outside leg. Good. Good. Outside leg. Good. Give him a short break. So he talks you too much into trying to take your hand and shove it. And then he's like, cool, thanks. I'm still going to run out through my shoulder. Right?
Yeah.
So keep that outside hand and be like, you're not moving me. Sorry, bud. And then kick him on that outside leg and make him stand up taller here. So, like, what I would say is you can't control anything that's to the outside of your range. So if I kind of visualize my range making, like, long lines, if I'm, like, steering him on long lines from behind him, that's where my rein has to be when I'm riding, too.
Right.
So, like, if I were to draw invisible lines, you know, I have my rein from the bit to my hand in front of me, and then if I were to kind of visualize drawing lines through my elbows straight back behind me, right, how much of the horse is going to be in that? If your hands are here, not a whole lot of the horse, right? So you're not going to be able to influence any of the parts of the horse that fall out here outside of your rein. Right, so make sure your hands stay a little bit, not that I want them wide, right?
Right.
I just want them to really frame up his body so that you can access all parts of his body that are in between your legs. So there, to the right, or to the left, if you try to run out the right shoulder, you're just going to say, no, my rein is here. If you want to run through it, it's going to be just like running into that wall. The pressure's going to build, and you're just going to have to learn how to make it go away. Yeah, so when you're ready, back up to canter. Keep that right rein. Talk to it. Good. Down your quarter line, right straight. If I draw a line from your right elbow straight down, it should stay right on quarter line, no matter where he's going. Good. Good, Chris. Very good. 10-meter circle, quarter line to quarter line here. Outside rein. Yeah, outside rein. Outside rein. Outside left. Good. Outside rein. Good. Good. It's all right. And again, quarter line. Keep your right shoulder back. Good. 10-meter circle. Now turn your shoulder. Keep your right shoulder. Yep. Yep. Right shoulder. Right hand. Right hand. Give your left. Yeah. Ooh, that's all fun. Give up that left rein a little bit. You guys know other option. 10-meter circle again. Give your left rein. rein when you feel like he's getting really against you. Yeah, give your left rein. Make him take your right rein. Good job. And walk. So you feel like you're maybe giving him a little too much help with the inside rein.
Yeah.
And then you can help him, and you can try to turn that outside shoulder as much as possible. But if he still can just take your left rein, then he has no incentive, right? Oh, sorry, this thing keeps tracking me, I think. You've got to keep giving that inside rein a little bit, right? So he has like, oh, gosh, I better get to her outside rein because otherwise I'm going to fall down.
Right.
You know, if he wants your help, which he does,
Right.
he's got to kind of go find you a little bit instead of you going to him and trying to help him and manage him all the time. Like, what? All right, pick him up one more time. We're going to go to trot. So when you're ready, up to trot.
I think I leave the doors and windows open quite often.
Yeah. Your heating bill and your cooling bill is pretty high. Yeah. Up to trot. That's okay. Yeah, good. All right, and shoulder in. Think about your outside elbow. Look up. Yep. Good. Good. Yep. And why don't you use a little more forward? Your outside leg can also stride forward too. Yeah. Super. Yeah, so don't forget your outside aid can still act as a forward aid, right? It doesn't just have to sit there kind of doing nothing. So now on position. You're going to think about this flexion. You're going to drop down, really drop down on this right hip. Yeah, and then close your outside fingers. Yeah. Yeah, there, good then. Good job, Fred. Good boy. Good. Right hip. Flexion. Good. Super. And go straight. Okay, next wrong side. Shoulder in. Volte at E. Constant. So, outside elbow. Think about your angle from the wall to your elbow. Outside leg can help drive him a little forward. Good. Super. Super. I love it. And then circle. Out to the hands. Outside leg can push him around. Now get on this outside hip. The inside hip, sorry. And outside fingers. Yep. Good. Good. A little more right flexion, but I love the angle behind you. Good, Chris. Across the diagonal, rising trot, a little medium trot. You're not going to throw it away. Give him something to push up against so that he can push his shoulders off the ground. Good. Leg. Don't throw it away. Yeah, good job. And bring him back. Shoulder in. Remember, if you need a little forward, your outside leg can drive him forward up to your range. Left leg forward. Yep. Outside leg can drive him a little forward. Yep. Yep. Forward. Yep. Super. 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 And then, yep, volte. Forward. Think about your left hip. Left flexion. Now, close right fingers down. Yeah, don't let his hips get back to the wall. Good. Super. Super. Good. At C, halt rein back. Drive it up into the halt. First halt. Good. And now rein back. Super and long. Good job. Good boy. Oh my God, that was so much fun. So on to the goal play, right? And hitting you like a softball. They're saying, here's your circle, right? And then on to this. Just don't let it
McNoodle.
I heard a great line that's like 100% true that it says, when we go into the show ring, we always have the horse that we had sitting on the wall.